welcoming the East Valley Institute of Technology's graduating class of December 2023. You may have a seat. All right. My name is Natalie Sikowski, and I've been one of the instructors for our completing class. So it seems appropriate that I would participate in today's completion ceremony. I'm happy to welcome your friends and family here today. Thank you all in advance for helping us through this special day. I know without you, this may not be possible for a lot of our completers. So we would like to share a slideshow today that was created by the students that captured a few of their moments and memories from this past year.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. But in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Who knew all the planes we flew good things we've been through, then I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch.
Well, those were quite some memories. I enjoyed those photos that I believe Nicole put together, so thank you for that. I would like to begin by thanking all of those in attendance today again, especially our faculty and staff, our amazing students, and all of you who supported them. This journey through nursing school is difficult from the first to the last. Completing nursing school is never an easy feat. You are all ending this chapter in your life with an amazing tale to tell. You survived nursing school. Yay! And this accomplishment is astounding, and we're all incredibly proud of you. But more importantly, you should be proud of yourselves. You've studied hard, learned compassion and empathy, mastered how to listen to your patients, conquered the skill of collaborating with other specialties, and most importantly, have developed the ability to save a life. You have recognized that nursing has become a part of you. It is not something that we can turn on and off. Once you learn how to truly care for your fellow men and women, you will no longer be able to turn your back on those in need. You will find yourself being a nurse 24/7. These responsibilities and these duties are to help, and that's something you have in common with every other nurse who's ever sat in your spot. It is because of this accomplishment and your commitment to our profession that we are gathered today on this day to celebrate you. Again, congratulations to all of our students and welcome to your pinning ceremony. I would like to welcome EVIT's superintendent next, Dr. Chad Wilson, to the stage to share a few words of wisdom with our students.
Good evening. Thank you. When this is over, I saw on the slide there that you all learned where babies come from. I'm not sure I know that, so if somebody can help me figure that out, I'd appreciate that. So, my name is Chad Wilson, I'm the superintendent here at EVIT. And one of the things that we talk about at EVIT all the time is that we change lives. And you embarked on a journey to have your life changed. Your family that is here and friends, could you please stand up and give them a round of applause for the support they gave you, please? Students, stand up and support your family and friends. The journey that you've been on has been accomplished not only by your hard work, by the support of those that love you, and we hope ultimately that your life has been changed. The beautiful thing about what we talk about, though, even about changing lives, it's not just about the students whose lives are changed, it's now those that you will work with and for whose lives will be changed. I'm a professional educator. I don't know a whole lot about nursing and medicine and things like that. I'll be honest with you about it. But here's what I do know. Some of the best times of my life and some of the hardest times of my life have been around and with the medical field. When my children were born, I will always remember those times. And it wasn't the doctor that was in there that was making that moment for me and my wife as comfortable and as safe and as special as it was. It was the support. It was the nurses that did that. My parents are getting older, and as they go through some of the challenges, one of the things that we do is spend a lot of time with healthcare professionals, but it's not doctors, it's nurses. And it's nurses leaning into us, helping us to make informed decisions about those that we love. So your ability to have your life changed is a wonderful attribute that you should be proud of, but I encourage you to recognize the journey you're going on is also to change the lives of those that you will work with and for, because ultimately that's what your profession is. It will provide you a career. It'll provide you monetary support to buy houses and do all kinds of things. But more than that, it will give you the opportunity to do good. And I hope you embrace that, because there's very few professions that have the opportunity to not only go out and do well, but do good. Congratulations to you. Before I get off this stage, if you're a faculty or staff member here at EVIT, could you please stand up? I don't know who's all here, but could you please stand up? Come on out. Can you please give them a round of applause? the time and energy that you all pour into our students is really an understated attribute to those of us here at EVIT. When we talk about changing lives and changing lives of our students and giving them the tools to change the lives of others, it's because of the work that you do and the commitment that you make to our organization. So as a superintendent, I'm very grateful for the opportunity to work with and for you. Students, enjoy tonight. You've earned it. Pass your NCLEX. And I look forward to having you not only potentially be there at some of the best times of my life, but as I get older, naturally, maybe some of the more difficult times. Congratulations.
I second that. Pass NCLEX. All right. Up next, we have another very important speaker, and I would like to welcome our Director of Practical Nursing, Mrs. Laura Cork.
As the human most likely to have biffed it on the stairs, I hope I took one for the team there. Okay, so my job is to share a little bit about what pinning is and the reason that we do it and why it's even a thing. So my name is Laura Cork. I'm the Director of Adult Health Education here at EVIT. I've had the Licensed Practical Nursing program for the last 2 years, so I've seen these guys from the beginning to the end, and I really put a lot of thought into what I wanted to say today. So I know that this group has been unique in a whole lot of ways, and I think it's caused some challenges for us as a faculty, and certainly as you guys as a cohort, right? You know, a lot of our cohorts are very cohesive. There's a lot of group work. There's a lot of togetherness. But I think the fact that you 5 are the ones who showed up tonight says a lot about your commitment to not just the program, but the engagement that you've had from the beginning. And like I said, I've been the one that's been here to see it. So I hope the ones that chose to not attend today are celebrating in whatever way. I hope they're watching the live stream. I hope they get to hear, you know, what we have to say to you all. But you guys are here because you've spent the last year of your lives showing up. And I think that speaks volumes about the kind of nurse that you're going to be. You show up, you put in the work, and being here to get to celebrate the good part, that's like the reward on the end, right? So I just want to take a moment to say how proud I am of you guys. You have worked hard, you've jumped some huge hurdles, you've completed a really challenging accelerated program, and that you've shown resilience and flexibility. And I think that's one of the best nursing attributes you could possibly leave us with, that ability to kind of adapt. So just one more test, right? One more test stands between you guys and those 3 letters that open a whole world of possibility for you. And I know how hard each one of you has worked to be here, and we have all seen it. So thank you for your hard work. Okay, so I like to share a little bit about Florence Nightingale because she's the reason that we do what we are doing. Okay, pinning has a long history and a long significance, and it's one of the things that you guys probably don't really know anything about, right? Like, we get a pin. Okay, fine. Okay, so Florence Nightingale. You've all seen the picture, right? The old lady, she's got her cap on. She's the nurse, right? Okay, it's a nurse. So she was actually born in Italy in 1820 and raised and educated in England. Her parents were wealthy and religious, and they did not want her to be a nurse. So even though Florence said, this is my divine purpose, this is the thing that I am supposed to do in life, they were like, you marry well, right? You run a household, you pop out some kids, we get an heir. That's not what she wanted to do. So Florence had this higher calling. She knew that what she was meant to do was share the compassion that she had for people who were sick and injured and share that compassion with the world. So Florence went against her parents' wishes, and in 1844, she enrolled as a nursing student at the Lutheran Hospital in Germany. She had to go all the way to Germany to get into nursing school, and presumably away from her parents. She completed school, she worked in London, and she was working at a hospital that catered particularly to ailing governesses. So those of you with children know, right, the person who helps you out with your children, you can imagine a little stress, right? So ailing governesses, and that was her job, but the unit that she worked at was super unsanitary. So they'd have these women who were having nervous breakdowns from their jobs, and then they would die from something like cholera because the unit that they're staying in is so filthy that they're not taking care of their normal needs, right? This is patient-centered care. This is where it started. So she was made into the essentially charge nurse with less than a year after graduation because of all of the change that she enacted for those patients. She really did make a difference. And in 1854, this is one of the things she's sort of most famous for. She led a group of nurses to Turkey to take care of the British soldiers who were injured in the Crimean War. So when they got there, It was a mess. They had built a field hospital on top of a cesspool, so a sewage system, and there were rats and bugs, and again, they weren't dying from their injuries from the war, but from things like cholera and dysentery that are completely preventable, right, communicable illnesses. So Florence implemented things like open the window and get some fresh air so we're not breathing this sewage, right? Get things fixed. Get rid of the rats, get rid of the bugs, wash your hands before you take care of somebody. Make sure there's bandages and that they're clean and dry. You're all nodding like, well, duh, right? But this was something we didn't know then, and one of her greatest contributions was establishing a policy by which field hospitals were run. And we know like there were a lot of wars between 1854 and now, right? Her policies and some of the things she put in place are still exactly how we do it in the military now. So, right, legacy. Because of all of that, she was awarded the Royal Red Cross, and she was the first woman to be awarded the Order of Merit, which is like a big deal, right, for us women, okay? She established the first secular, meaning not religious affiliated, nursing school that was science-based, and that was at St. Thomas's Hospital. So that was 1860, okay, so she's growing up. So thanks to her, this became a profession that was actually respected. This was no longer this like lowly menial or only nuns or nurses. This was something that women could do, educated women, and have a career in. It was one of the first ways for us to grow professionally and be accepted by society as a woman who works, okay? This means a lot to me. So for more than 100 years, across the US and England, the pinning ceremony has been a standard practice. And the reason was that she established a nursing school. And one of the things that she did was honor a tradition from the 12th century, so like way back long ago, where knights whose job was to aid the sick were given a Maltese cross to wear on their uniform to identify them as a medical person. So she designed a special badge that her nursing students wore when they were in the hospital to identify them as students and as a reward for graduating, right? So now you have this pin, okay? So the nurse's pin symbolizes educated nurses who are competent to serve and provide healthcare to society. So each pin is distinctive. It represents only one nursing school, and it upholds the educational traditions of that school. So the pin that you all receive is unique to EVIT. It is unique to EVIT's LPN program, and it's sort of that lasting bond. I know Mrs. Foreman is wearing hers today from her school way back when. So it's special, okay? It's a big deal. And for the nurse, it really does symbolize that completion, right? You guys made it this far, and like I said, we are so proud of you for it. So we really do owe a lot to Florence Nightingale, and she did much more than that, but that's sort of the short version that pertains to pinning. So we're gonna invite our students to rise and join us up on stage. They will receive a pin, they will receive a completion certificate, and then they will be done, man. So we're super excited. When Ms. Sikowski calls your name, you guys know what to do, right? We got it? Okay, go ahead.
All right, I've been practicing these names. All right, we'll start with Ms. Skylar Hamill-Lynn Hoffman. Leonard Mwangi Karaba. Kareem Mokar Nie. Nicole Rada. And last but certainly not least, Mary Wanjohi. I think we're just waiting for Miss Mary to make her way around. All right, congratulations to all of you. The next aspect of our program is another tradition, and it's every nursing school's pinning tradition, so to speak. And this is the recitation of the International Council of Nursing's pledge. I would like to invite our wonderful instructor, Mrs. Kimberly Foreman, to the stage to lead the pledge.
Sorry, my head hit the microphone. All right, would the candidates please stand for the recitation of the pledge? At this time, we invite any nurses in the audience, our faculty members, also to stand and participate in recitation of the International Council of Nursing's pledge. As you can see it in front of you, there's not a test involved in this. All right, so bear with me. We're going to try and say this together, okay? So, in full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skills and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action that might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level, and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Nursing Ethics and to uphold the integrity of the professional nurse. We want to thank you for attending our ceremony today. That's me, right? We'd like to have our practical nursing students join us on the stage for a group photo, and you can meet your completer in the lobby for photo opportunities, and you can also come up here and take pictures up here. So congratulations.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. They was never friendly, yeah. Now I'm jumping out the Bentley, yeah. And I know I sound dramatic, yeah. But I know I had to have it, yeah. For the money, I'm a savage, yeah. I be itching like I had it, yeah. I'm surrounded 20 bags, yeah. But they didn't know me last year, yeah. Everyone wanna act like they important, but all that mean nothing when I saw my door, yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball, yeah. Everything custom like I'm at the bar, yeah. If you with it, put your lighters to the sky. How could it make sense when I got millions on my mind? Coming with it, I just put it to the side. Bought a sense of baby, they could see it in my eyes. My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation.